From Lalate News headquarters in Santa Monica, this is the Midday Report on Lalate.
It's a big midday here on Lalate with incredible great details about your fourth stimulus check update of 2021. In this recording, we'll go over that monthly stimulus check and why you're likely to get more months of checks. Then we cut to the recon. A done deal, signed, sealed. $3.5 trillion of checks are coming to you on an American's fourth stimulus recon. I'll go over all these incredible checks and why, as a Purple Hawk, you're going to pounce and get big payouts from this fourth stimulus recon. Then in the final 15 minutes of this video, the world exclusive, only heard on this channel, nowhere else except LA. As the number one individual on the fourth stimulus recon budget bill, the chairman himself says he'll do a monthly stimulus check if you give him the support. And we're giving him this support because we do support. This is Purple Power, and this is where you find the support. As we go into a big afternoon, the deliciousness starts right now, live from Santa Monica at noontime, starting right now. Hey, good noontime, everybody. I hope you're having a beautiful day across the board. And I hope the weather is good where you are and the view is beautiful where you are. In this fourth stimulus check update of 2021, we'll go over the monthly stimulus check and why the Democrats are likely to give you more months of check. Then we cut to the recon. Done deal, signed, sealed. $3.5 trillion of checks coming to you and the American people. Then in the final 15 minutes, the world exclusive, only heard on this channel. As the number one legislator on the fourth stimulus recon budget bill, the chairman himself says he'll do a monthly stimulus check to this channel. In a world exclusive, you're only going to hear here, you're going to go over all the incredible details of those checks and what you need to do as Purple Power pushing to get that pushed out the door. Push Purple Power, because here we go as we go into a beautiful noontime direct from Santa Monica, live on air, and this is LA, America's only 24-hour a day, 7 days a week financial news channel in America, live in the morning and taped in the afternoons. So subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record, because this is the channel where financial freedom is being achieved and fortunes are being gotten. Hit that subscribe button. The only channel of its kind in America. Like the video, 2,000-3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member. In this video, you're going to learn how you can get upwards of $100,000 under third stimulus. You're going to learn about the big money under fourth stimulus. You're going to learn about the tens of thousands of dollars you can get this week, starting right today. And you're going to learn the incredible news as the number one legislature says he needs your support. So subscribe, like this video, and consider becoming a member. Meantime, if you've not signed up for the LA Alerts, it's the only one in the entire United States. This channel, a week ago, launched the first ever free alert system for a news organization, and it's been the talk of the town with thousands of you signing up. Totally free. It's at news.la.com. Put your name and email address in. Then you'll get a confirmation email. You'll get an alert when a new video goes live, like this one, and those alerts are sent to your phone wherever you are. And with that, let's go over those monthly stimulus checks, House versus Senate, Senate versus House, and I bet you got an opinion. Warren, Sanders, and Wyden calling for a monthly stimulus check in a letter to the president. They say monthly, but they don't say how many months or how much. Then we have the House bill. More about that in a second. We have AOC and Omar calling for a monthly stimulus check in a letter to the president, $2,000 a month, but they do not say how many months. Then we have the House Ways and Means calling for a fourth stimulus check monthly, but they don't say how many months and what amount, and then a fifth stimulus check as well. Then we have the American petition signed by nearly 4 million Americans calling for a monthly stimulus check of $2,000. But the one that's captivated country from the West Coast to the East Coast is the House bill, which is $1,000 a month, pandemic plus 1 year. It's not $2,000 a month. Some people have been misquoting this bill on Twitter. It's $1,000 a month, pandemic plus 1 year, which would amount to at least $12,000, $13,000. And I think you have an opinion. Vote House or Senate, and tell me where you're tuning in from and how the weather is on this beautiful noontime at LA. Who gets this fourth stimulus check? You do. Single individual, $75,000 less. Democrats represent, you get a fourth stimulus check. Married couple, $150,000 less. Democrats represent, you get one as well. Double it. Family of four, Democrats represent, you get a fourth stimulus check, quadruple it. And if you're on benefits, SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, Democrats represent, you get one as well. If you're a family of four, you're going to double, quadruple it. Married couple, double it. And beneficiaries, you're going to get one as well. The fourth stimulus check is not income. It's not taxable. The fourth stimulus check would not come to different amounts for different people. So everyone the same amount across the board. And finally, it's not a waivable check. It's a monthly check. So if you do see the check at the beach this weekend and you wave at the check and it waves back and it comes up and kisses you on two cheeks, it's not the US dollar check waving at you. It's the Italian check. They're very friendly. Those Italian check tourists always kissing you on two sides of the cheek. There you go. In the second half of this video, we go into the incredible great details of your fourth stimulus recon. Done deal, signed, sealed. $3.5 trillion of checks, mostly application-based. I'll explain what that means for you. And if you have picked up a phone and called as a viewer of this channel over the last year, you're going to kill it. Kill it under fourth stimulus, especially you Purple Hawks. If you're not become a Purple Hawk, the link is under the video. And then the third part of this video, we go over the world exclusive only here on this channel and the call for action for you, Purple Power, to step up and do what you do best. Push Purple Power. But first, let's get some money. Get a pen and paper ready because, boy, I have about a half a dozen people who have sent me wonderful DMs on social media today and last night. I'll be featuring them tonight on Evenings LA at 5 o'clock. It's a brand new show. But if you've had a success story for rent, utilities, food, or internet, send it to me on social media. I'll feature on air. Here is the one success story which I really love. His name is Johnny, and it came in last weekend. Johnny was one of 3 viewers last week that started the week at $0 from this channel. By the middle of the week, the other 2 people had gotten $40,000. That's 40 and then 3 more zeros. 40,000 from this channel. This is third stimulus. This is real money, rent, utilities, mortgage, and assistance. But they got it from 3 items. The difference with Johnny, he didn't stop at 3 items. He went and got 4 more, bringing his grand total to 7 items. And how much did he get by the weekend? $80,000. Now hold up, don't think that he's a strange or unusual circumstance because the viewers of this channel are getting massive sums of money, and you can as well. Get a pen and paper ready because I'm about to show you how you get this big money from third stimulus, rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and homeowners assistance. Let's look at the incredible success story that Johnny had. Johnny got $12,000 for SNAP. He got $10,000 for EIDL. He got $2,000 for taxes. Then for rent, he got it from 2 different places. The first one paid $21,000, the other one paid $25,000. He got $9,000 for utilities, and he got $50 a month for phone and internet, bringing his grand total to $79,800. Congratulations, Johnny. Great job. Now, how much people gain for rent for this channel? Over $20,000 routinely. So you see, you found the right place here. You found the right place. You may have gotten lost. MapQuest sent you to the wrong place. And then you're like, oh, there's Lalate. I found the right place. So thank you, MapQuest, for sending them over here. And here are the numbers of people getting for rent. Wow. Now that's deliciousness. Yeah, that's a lot of zeros. 27,000 with 3 zeros at the end. We love zeros. Congratulations, Elizabeth Purple Hawk. Look at these great sums of numbers. Power. We love power. The energy secretary. She loves power. She has a lot of energy. And what did Johnny get for energy? He got a lot of energy. He got $9,000 of energy. Oh, the energy secretary is going to be very happy about this. Then when we talk about SNAP, because guess what? It's a SNAP. Can you hear that? Yeah, that was a good one. My finger hurts now. Johnny got $19,000 for SNAP. Boy, he's leading the pack among there. SNAP is money for food. I'll show you more about that in a second. And then we have the people who got 3 items. Oh my goodness. Nancy with $32,000, Nisi with $23,000, and Mark with $32,000 and 2 items. I have another new update about Mark. Mark is the real inspiration story because of many reasons. Actually, now it's 5. Let me show you number 1. Mark got 2 items at $32,000. He was that week where several people were getting $32,000, but Mark got 2 items at $32,000 rent and utilities. So for 5 days on camera, I said to Mark, go get SNAP because guess this is SNAP. I'm not going to do it again. My fingers already hurt. So he got SNAP. It was very easy. He got within 5 days. Success story number 1. You could do the same thing. Number 2. What did he do? He told his friend to come and watch this channel, his neighbor. And that neighbor started the week at 0, ended the week at $20,000 for rent. Viewers are constantly telling their friends, their neighbors to come on over and watch this channel because this is a channel where people are getting big sums of money. It's a cultural phenomenon. And what happened with Shanann over the weekend? Same thing. She's a Purple Hawk. She told her friend, watch this channel. And what did Shanann report to us? I told my friend about you, Ella, and she went on and she watched it, and now she's addicted to you. Well, thank you. And she got $21,000 from your channel. Wow. $9,000 for rent, $5,000 for utilities, and $6,000 for Snap annualized. You rock, Ella. Well, I appreciate that. Then Mark did a wonderful third thing. He got people to realize don't stop at 2 items. He is not stopping at 3 either. A new update from Mark is that he's pushing to get other items. I'm going to feature the other items Mark got later in this week. You see what Johnny and everyone else is doing? 7 items, because you have more than just one utility at home. You have water, gas, electric. You got a lot of utilities, so you can get a lot of money. And how much money did Mark get for Snap? He got $19,000, bringing Mark's grand total on this channel to $50,500. But we don't stop there with Mark, because guess what? There's Lorraine at $105,000, because this is what we do. This is the only channel and the only broadcasting company in the nation that does this. This is Lalate. I launched this channel to not only deliver you financial news 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but also get you money. And there's no place where people are getting money than here. In spring of last year, people got $25 million of EIDL loans approved because of me. Why? Because off camera and on camera, I was doing their applications after they were stuck. They had applied for this program and they weren't getting paid on the first stimulus. And I did their applications on air and off air, getting 10 applications a day, $25 million of EIDL loans saved. Their businesses, their homes, and their employees' homes. 2 days later, a new thing was going live. It was all April 28th. The whole country was supposed to go live with it, but it didn't. Florida and Texas didn't go live with it, but viewers need help with it, and Hawaii was delayed as well. It was something called PUA, a confusing application that people needed an explanation of how to do it. And I got people the money, like Eileen Bellicamp out of Florida, it's $15,000, and Kevin Lee out of Texas, an original OG viewer. But then in fall of 2020, people needed money for rent, utilities, and food, because there was no second stimulus check coming. It wasn't coming. So I got viewers that money, like Tyrone, $16,000 for rent, paying all his rent to the new year. Today, my friends, is your day. So get a pen and paper ready, because I'm going to get you money for rent, utilities, mortgage assistance, and homeowners assistance starting right now. I'm going to show you how to do it yourself starting right now. You're going to reach out to different places to get the money. Here are some introductory remarks. Number 1, I'm going to show you 6 places to reach out to, so reach out to all 6. If the first one says no, don't worry, reach out to the next. They have different eligibility. If one says no, reach out to the next. Second, they have their different pots of money. Third, every state has the same amount of money dedicated to you based upon the number of residents in the state. Number 4, what's important to understand is listen to the keywords I say in this video. And finally, push. Every state has money. Don't insert disqualification preconceptions in your mind. Are you ready? Here we go. You're going to reach out to your city hall, your city housing authority. That's 2. Your county hall, your county housing authority. That's 4. And your state hall and your state housing authority. 6. If at any time you want to hear something else in this video, you can always replay it back and replay that part of the video. And the keywords you're going to say are rent assistance because of COVID, rent or mortgage or utility assistance because of COVID. You don't say words they don't know. And there you go. Congratulations to Tim and Linda, who got this wonderful pot of money as well. If you got money for rent or utilities, post in the live chat right now. The next pot of money is the money coming for Snap. My fingers hurt. I'm not going to do it again. Snap is money for food, because you need food, because otherwise if you don't eat, you're dead. Yeah, sort of need it. And that money for food is from Department of Agriculture. It pays a lot. Lynn Glenn got it for herself, her son, her mom, and Gail got it. But you saw Mark get $19,000 annualized for Snap. Mark's money will now be worth $25,000 in October. What happened? I delivered it live on air last week. Department of Agriculture announced live on air on this channel that everyone's benefits are going up an average of 25%, lifetime, automatically, starting in October. Oh my goodness. So if you got some Snap as well, post in the live chat right now. The next spot of the money is the refund check coming back from your state due to overpayment of unemployment benefits, a computer error. One viewer got $3,000, another viewer got $5,000. The great news is that Microsoft announced yesterday that Windows 10 is being upgraded to Windows 11. The federal government has ordered the states to upgrade their computers, so the good news is that the states will no longer be running Windows 1910. The version where you rub 2 sticks together to turn on the computer. Yeah, that one's going out. That's getting upgraded. Congratulations, states. And the last part of money is the refund check coming back from IRS. This is the wonderful check that's coming by direct deposit, otherwise in the mail. Margaret got a card, got it, Michael got it, you're going to get it as well. The check is anywhere from $1,200 to about $2,000. We're getting a lot of different reporting from viewers across the board. More about that in a second, but here's a personal message from me to you. If you're on the live chat and you're not posting success stories for rent, utilities, food, or internet, please do it right now, because when you do it, you help other people. I launched this channel to help you, but you also help others when you post success stories. Number one, you inspire people. A lot of people just need that inspiration to pick up the phone. Pick up the phone and call. Come on, it's your sister Gloria in Long Island. You never call me. Pick up the phone and call. I don't think Gloria is doing the rent assistance because of COVID, but pick up the phone, because you call Gloria. You call Gloria in Huntington. Call and Stuyvesant, pick up the phone and call, because guess what? This money is available for you to get. Number two, people need inspiration to realize that this is big sums of money. This is not a $12. This is not $12 ice cream. This is a lot of money. Number three, people never heard of Snap until they heard my sound effects. Now people are really getting this money lifetime, like Larry Maui, getting $6,000 a lifetime because of my recordings. Nisi and Art Sullivan inspired us to get 3 items. Now we have Johnny getting 7. We have Mark going for his 4th or 5th. So you have those big sums of money across the board. Let's go back to those unemployment benefits. Where are they landing? Direct deposit, otherwise in the mail. Can you track them? Yeah, 70% of the time you can. Go into irs.gov and do a transcript search. And it'll reveal stuff you've never seen, the stuff you never wanted to see. For example, it'll reveal the refund check you're getting, the tax return you filed, and the taxes you paid 70% of the time. And the rest of the time it'll reveal stuff from Mitch McConnell's brief singing career in the disco era. Yeah, the visual with the pants, the bell bottoms, I can't get it out of my mind. There you go. Can we top that? Yes. As we go into the second part of your Four Stimulus Check Update 2021, starting right now, deal done, signed, sealed. Oh my goodness. The Four Stimulus Recon done deal. Let's go over what's going on. The Four Stimulus Recon passed procedurally a week ago, which means we'll have a recon. It will be $3.5 trillion, and it'll be all checks for the American people, mostly application-based. Now, here's what you need to know. There's a push underway to get stimulus checks in there as well. That's the File 15 Minutes of this video. Stay at the very end, a world exclusive. But everything that's currently in the recon confirmed is checks for you, $3.5 trillion application base. I'll explain more about that in the File 15 Minutes of this video. But boy, how do we get to this wonderful spot? We got to this wonderful spot by taking roads and bridges out of the recon and putting it into something else called the bipartisan. And now they're both passable. Let's go over what happened. Basically, you had roads and bridges originally in the recon back in about June. And that by July, they took it out of that recon, making it passable. And that's what conservative publication confirms in a recent report, confirming my reporting. The higher the price tag was on the recon before, the harder it was to pass. There you go. But by allowing the Democrats to take out some of the spending for the recon, the roads and bridges, put it into the bipartisan, the overall price tag of the recon got smaller. In other words, the bipartisan made your recon passable. There's two types of news reporters you would watch. One which tells you news after it happens, and the other one will tell you news before it happens. Most people would prefer the news before it happens. And that's what I deliver on this channel. In the month of June, July, I told you that by August, there was going to be an agreement upon the recon. Why? Because they were already meeting Democrats, House, Senate, and the President to agree upon a recon of a price tag of $3.5 trillion. And that once they agreed upon that price tag, they were done. They had already agreed, we're doing it, and we're doing it at 3.5. So that when the vote happened last week, it was a done deal. And it was. It passed within minutes. Over the month of June, July, and August, there were a lot of naysayers that kept on, getting out the spray, the aerosol spray, the one that doesn't have a smell, has just sort of a nice potpourri smell to it. Just blowing it on those naysayers and saying, hey, yeah, they're going to call the vote and it's going to pass. And it did. On August 23rd to August 24th, it took all of minutes to pass it. Done deal. And that's why they had prepared so well. Representative Richard Torres, New York, Democrat, progressive, and Representative Ilhan Omar, Democrat, progressive, Minnesota, had said beforehand, we need a recon that goes big and bold as we need it, and a bit larger recon. They got it, $3.5 trillion. And that's why the president, before the voting process even started, said, protect my recon progressives. Because everything in that recon is progressive priorities, which are the White House priorities, which is what Brian Schatz and Jalopal, both Democrats and progressives, had been told. So what's a recon procedural? What's a recon substantive? What is a bipartisan? Where's your money and what comes up next? Let's go over all the details starting right now. Yes, the tow truck has passed over the finish line. Time to pick up the tow hitch. The recon step one has done. Let's go over what a recon is, also called roads and bridge, also called reconciliation, budget bill, Democratic spending plan, or progressive social reform plan, 3.5 trillion, all your moolah. Bipartisan, not your money. This is roads and bridges, also called infrastructure, price tag 1.5 trillion. So can you hear that sound? That is the sound of the tow truck. It has passed over the finish line. Your recon procedural is done. Time to pick up the tow hitch, the recon substantive. And that recon substantive did not just start today. It's been drafted continually since June. Let's go over what a recon procedural is versus a recon substantive. Recon procedural is very basic. It says, do we agree to do something? And recon substantive is, okay, now what are the terms and conditions of what we're doing? Recon procedural. That's the tow truck over the finish line. Done, deal, signed, sealed. $3.5 trillion of checks are coming to the American people with the money given to committee number one, number two to split out and send to you. But recon substantive, still not done, which is how the committees are going to spend that money now that it's been given to them. A wonderful viewer on Noontime yesterday, Larry Pringle, was in the live chat. In the comments, he said it beautifully. Purple Power now time to push because they're doing the recon substantive right now. They need to be told that they spend the money the right way. I just love Larry's comments. I also love his name. Makes me hungry for some Pringles. Can we top that? Yes. As Jalopal recently wrote Schumer a letter saying, Chuck called the vote on the recon. And he did, and the recon passed. Now, that letter was signed by 12 House Democrats, part of 100-plus House Democrats, who recently wrote the president a letter saying, we're going to put monthly forced stimulus checks to the forced stimulus recon. Wow, incredible, great news. Can we top that? Yes. As 7 members of that House Ways and Means Subcommittee recently wrote the president a letter saying, we're putting monthly forced stimulus checks to the forced stimulus recon. OMG. Yes, those are the same people we started and led this video with, but guess what? You got to push Purple Power, just like Larry Pringle said, because this is where we are. House bill. House proposal, AOC Omar, $2,000 a month, but don't say how many months. We have House Ways and Means monthly, but don't say how many months or the amount. We have the American petition signed by Americans, $2,000, but doesn't say how many months. And we have Wyden, Warren, and Sanders monthly, but does not say the amount. And then finally, we have the House bill, which is $1,000 a month after the first month, pandemic plus 1 year. How do we get to this wonderful spot? By taking that confusing thing out of the forced stimulus recon. It's that confusing thing is called the storyline to Real Housewives of Potomac. No, it's called this global minimum corporate tax rate minimum. Oh, confusing. And now it's easy to call the vote on the recon, write the recon, and pass the recon because this thing is not in there. In the final 15 minutes of this video, so much breaking news, so much exclusives. You're only here on this channel. We'll go over what the number one legislator on the entire subject matter says about those multiple stimulus checks. We'll go over what the call to action for you, Purple Hour, is to do. We'll go over more about the differences of application-based versus non-application-based stimulus checks under forced stimulus recon. And we'll go over all the incredible news about fifth stimulus. But first, if you've had problems getting the other sums of money under third stimulus, reach out to the volunteers. Now, it's important you get the first item. It's important and almost imperative you get the first item because you can. You can always pick up the phone and call the utilities company, or you let your company get $300 because of COVID. Rent assistance because of COVID, mortgage assistance because of COVID, utility assistance because of COVID. City Hall, City House Authority, 2. County Hall, County House Authority, 4. State Hall, State House Authority. You can get at least one item. Once you do, you're ready to pounce under forced stimulus. Then if you can't get the other sums of money, don't worry, reach out to the volunteers. Where are they? They're on the community page. It's in the description of this video. Open the description of this video. It's at news.lalate.com/community. Had some pictures of some kitty cats on the page. Not your volunteers. They're just kitty cats. And here's a little bit about them. I'll be back with you in 60 seconds with the final 15 of the breaking news live from Santa Monica at noontime. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.lalate.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join Lalate Daily for the excitement of the new Lalate live daily. The excitement starts on mornings Lalate at 9 a.m. Home Lalate returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons Lalate at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on Lalate. And the excitement continues right now, live from Santa Monica along the coast with the Four Stimulus Check Update 2021 heats up with the final 15 minutes starting right now. We'll go over those monthly stimulus checks and why the Democrats are likely to give you more months of checks. We go to the recon, done, deal, signed, sealed, but what does this mean for you? I'll have all your questions answered in the second half of this delicious recording. Then we cut to the big money as MSC's multiple stimulus checks are the talk of the town. I'll go over who's talking about it and what this means for you. Meantime, certainly keep people's prayers in your thoughts that are still being affected by Ida. Marsha during the commercial break said, I need it again, just went through the hurricane, still can't go home. A lot of people are dealing with the problems of Ida. And we'll go over the big sums of money that people get as Purple Hawks under for stimulus. It's a great day, and with that, subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. I want you part of this family. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like the video, 3,000 likes. Don't forget to like the video. It helps in the algorithm rankings. And consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. The link is under the video. Meantime, if you've not become a member, if you've not signed up for those LA alerts, you need to do so. It's in the description of this video. It's at news.la.com/alerts. Totally free. Watch for that confirmation email. To click it, it may be in the spam folder, and then away you go. You're set and ready to rock and roll. Meantime, stay on this video. Right after this video is over, we will go into afternoons LA at 1 o'clock. That video will start 6 seconds after this video is over. Let's go into the exciting details of fifth stimulus, which is just days away. Step one under fifth stimulus is they're going to raise your benefits up, and they're trying to get this drafted in September, then to a vote in November. This is incredible, life-changing developments. Number one, raise your benefits up, then remove an asset limit, add an inflationary benchmark, remove the income exclusion, and remove the marriage penalty. How does this work, and who is this for? It's for you. If you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, veterans benefits, or SSA. Step one is they're going to raise your benefits up lifetime. Step two is they're going to apply a new benchmark. The new benchmark is inflation. It's going to be transitory. Last week, Jay Powell at the Jackson Hole Symposium did exactly what I said he was going to do. He was going to announce that tapering from the Federal Reserve was going to start in December because inflation is going high. Yes, this is great news for beneficiaries because that signals that the inflation is going to be transitory, a temporary spike. I'd say about 5%. Let's do the analysis. First, they'll raise your benefits up lifetime. Then they'll apply a new benchmark, inflation. And if it's 5%, you'll go up another 5%, not just next year, but lifetime. Because once your benefits go up, they never go down. They're going to remove the asset cap dating back to a 1980s law that says you can't have more than $3,000 in hand. It's going to go away, and then you'll be able to have some muddled. Did you call this muddled? You'll be able to have some beautiful periwinkle in your hand and some stimulus checks. They're going to remove the income cap dating back to a 1960s law that says you can't work and also stay on benefits. And finally, the marriage penalty is going to go away. Love is going to win, and you'll be able to marry your longtime love interest like Rob and Sandy and do a pair dance at your own wedding. Meantime, will there be a fifth stimulus check? There will be. Democrats represent they're going to put that into the fifth stimulus package, says the House Ways and Means Committee. Finally, if you haven't become a Purple Hawk, what are you doing? Last month, we were on fire, and you were on fire as well. Purple Hawks are delivered daily from me to you, a breakdown of all the big money under first, second, and third stimulus. That's why last week, 3 Purple Hawks got over 40,000, one getting 80,000. The week before that, 3 Purple Hawks getting over 30,000. There's big sums of money available under these stimulus packages. I launched Purple Hawks in January of this year. When third stimulus hit, and it was a $1,400 stimulus check, I said, okay, whatever, $1,400, I got it. But there's $14,000 available in addition to that in the third stimulus package. I'm going to show you how to get that money. And now viewers are getting 30, 40, $50, $80, $100,000 routinely from this channel. So consider becoming a Purple Hawk. The link is under the video. And with that, we go into the final 15 minutes of this video with the big exciting news about your MSC and the forced stimulus recon starting right now. First, let's go over the recon. Done, deal, signed, sealed. The forced stimulus recon passed last week, which means the following. There will be a recon. It will be $3.5 trillion, and it'll be all checks for you. This is confirmed. The recon is all basically application-based checks. Now, there's a push underway in addition to that to put stimulus checks from IRS in there on top of these other stimulus checks that come from different committees of the federal government. The application-based stimulus checks are ones where you reach out and say, I want this money, and they send it to you. Whereas IRS, you don't have to call them on the phone. They actually send you the money. Now, what are examples of these application-based checks versus the IRS checks? These application-based stimulus checks are some of the following proposed items, like free school meals for all checks, tax break checks, cheaper prescription medication checks, farming checks, checks for free internet checks, workers checks like independent contractors, checks for dental, checks for vision, checks for seniors, checks for lowering the eligibility age across the board. Those type of checks, all application based, meaning that you pick up the phone and call. And you've been doing this since day one. This is what we launched this channel for, helping you get things that the federal government has available for you to get. Where you pick up the phone. You picked up the phone before. You call Gloria every Sunday. I mean, you can call to ask for some internet as well. When we look back at that forced stimulus recon, and we're looking at the recon procedural versus substantive, we understand how this works. In recon procedural, we're talking about $3.5 trillion being given to different committees. Those committees are the ones that have your money, like the money for the dental or vision or the internet. Different committees for different subject matters. And this is why you're going to clean up Purple Hawks under this forced stimulus recon, because suddenly you realize, wait a second, I can get a lot of different checks because I qualify for a lot of different things. Incredible, incredible deliciousness. Moreover, what's important to understand is that, you know, when you look at third stimulus was this big, and you got $30,000 from third stimulus was this big, where 80% of the money was for corporations, and fourth stimulus is this big, where it's all for you. Imagine how much money you can get on fourth stimulus. Lots of different checks and lots of deliciousness across the board. But we still have to push Purple Power because, as Larry Pringle said, you got to push and make sure they spend the money the right way. The committees are given money to spend on you, but you still have to push them because you want to make sure they spend the right money. That's why I brought back Seats for Stimulus, the social media campaign of 2020, which trended and captivated a nation, which basically says spend the stimulus the right way or we're taking your seats. 6 House seats are up for grabs in the House in the next few weeks. You want to make sure you make clear to them, spend the money right way. Now, let's go back over to the issue. In addition to these confirmed 3.5 application-based stimulus checks, which you're going to kill for and we're going to get as a Purple Power family on a forced stimulus. In addition to that, let's talk about the MSCs, the multiple stimulus checks. Boy, we have really done a great job on this channel, only on this channel, nowhere else in the United States. I've had countless people who send me messages every day. You know, this channel does not own broadcast channels on, that have a peacock or have an eye, or Lalate does not own those channels. But people always ask me to comment about those channels. I don't own those channels. Lalate doesn't own those channels. So why would I know anything about them? Well, they say that, well, guess what? Are they helping you get money? No. Are they helping you get you any of the sums of money? No. Are they contacting the legislators to help get this money for you? No. Are we? Yes. Over the weekend, I had told you that the number one guy in this entire equation, guy or gal, said he wants to hear from you. And what happened? One of the longest running viewers of this channel, Brother Joshua, longtime viewer and former volunteer, picked up the phone and called. Just as I said, call that legislator. Because what did the legislator say going into the weekend? He said that I want to hear from Americans about what you want me to spend the money on. This is where Purple Power does its best. We push. And who is that person? Bernie Sanders. Now let's understand who Bernie Sanders is. You understand who he is, the mittens, Democrat, progressive. I got it. You know he's a senator. You know he's up in the northern states. You know that. But did you know he's chairman of the Senate Budget Committee? Yeah. Do you know what the recon is also called? The reconciliation budget bill. It's a budget bill. And guess who oversees the budget bill in the Senate? The Senate Budget Committee. And guess who's chairman of it? Bernie Sanders. He's the number one guy on the number one bill that concerns your money, which is number one to all of us. OMG. He's very important. That budget committee is responsible for drafting the legislation, making sure that the money is spent the right way. As Larry Pringle says, you want to make sure they spend the money the right way. So what did Bernie Sanders say going on the weekend? He said prior budget chairman just sort of wrote things and stayed sort of in the universe of Washington, D.C. He says, I like to go out among the people to hear from them as budget chairman. That means he wants to hear from you. So what did Brother Joshua do? He picked up the phone. He called. He was not the only person who called. Lynn Glenn called. A lot of other people called. A lot of people have called since I started recording this in the last few days. But he specifically just talked the matter professionally, quietly, and kindly with a staffer. And this was what Bernie Sanders' staffer told this channel via Brother Joshua in a world exclusive. That one, Bernie Sanders, as a budget chairman, will be proposing a monthly stimulus check. Yes. That Bernie Sanders will be proposing a monthly stimulus check of about $1,000, somewhere in the range of about $1,000 to $1,400 a month. Yes. And that the duration of the checks will be about 3 to 6 months. Yes. This is huge. You see where we have gotten as a family together across the board? They say we're not getting stimulus checks. I haven't heard anyone talk about a stimulus check. No one has talked about a stimulus check. No one's talking about multiple stimulus checks. No one's giving you any one. I haven't heard it. I haven't seen it. I haven't heard it. Did you ever pick up the phone call? No. Did you ever pick up the phone and actually ask them? No. I asked the guy at the corner that makes these delicious pretzels for me. Does he know? He said no. Oh, okay. Don't ask the guy on the corner about the pretzels. He knows about the pretzels. He doesn't know about your stimulus checks. The best way you do is you ask the people involved. And that's what WR did a few weeks earlier. He picked up the phone and called Chris Coons, Senator, Democrat, Delaware. Yeah, Joe Biden's state, one of the oldest confidants of Joe Biden, saying that, and that staffer as well, said that Chris Coons is devising a monthly stimulus check for your stimulus recon. If you actually ask the legislators, rather than sitting on the internet and saying when, you'll hear from them. They want to give you a monthly stimulus check. Now, there was a catch, however, in Bernie Sanders' staffers remarked, Brother Joshua. Bernie Sanders says he'll do this, but he needs to hear your support because he doesn't know if the American people support a monthly stimulus check. This is your call to action, Purple Power. You got this one. This is all you. This is your name all over it. We've been doing this since fall 2020. Purple Power embodies a lot of things. That was the scope of the show Purple, which is now in reruns every night at 11:30 on this channel. Purple, which was a show about inspiration, pushing and getting things that are yours and keeping the mindset of you will always win and always get things. Purple Power involves one, pushing and advocating for things. Like Larry Pringle said earlier, push and make sure they do the right stimulus on the fourth stimulus recon. Purple Power involves being pushing and advocacy for items. And that is what Len Glenn did. That is what countless of you have done, have now picked up the phone and gone to the website or gone to the Facebook account of Bernie Sanders and say, yes, I support you. Yes, I support you. Third, Purple Power also involves making sure that your voices are heard. And finally, Purple Power involves pouncing and getting all that money first when it's yours. That's how viewers like Johnny are getting $80,000. There's a lot of money that is in these stimulus packages for you to conquer and kill. And that is why Purple Hawks are killing it day in, day out. It's a very different circumstance for someone I call new name on this channel. Have you met her? It's a new cast of character. I don't know if you saw her earlier today. She made her appearance. Her name is Calendar Colleen. Have you ever met Calendar Colleen? I think you have. She's the person who says, it's September. It's September. It's September. It's September. Did you know it's September? Yeah, yes, Calendar Colleen. I know it's September. And next month is October. It's September. What are they doing? It's September. Thank you, Calendar Colleen. I really appreciate it. Have you picked up on phone push? No, I'm just looking at the calendar. It's September. I don't know why Calendar Colleen thinks she's so special because she owns a calendar. None of us, the rest of us don't know what month we're in. The rest of us have no idea what month we're in. We don't even know is this Tuesday? Is this Friday? I don't know what Calendar Colleen, can you tell me when? It's September. What are they doing in September? So please don't be calendar calling. Don't be calendar calling. Try to tell a joke. I'm going to try to make it clean. I have a feeling that calendar calling's husband has a calendar in the bedroom next to the nightstand. He says, honey, have you gone to bed? I haven't. It's September. Don't go to bed because last time, well, it's September. What have you been doing with me? It's September. I try to keep it clean. And with that, make sure you're not calendar calling. Make sure you push because Purple Power, you kill it. Coming up next is Afternoons Lalate at 1 o'clock. Stay on this video. It'll automatically take you there. You don't have to look at the calendar. You'll be there in just 6 seconds after this video is over. Then at 3 o'clock is the Afternoons LA. And then at 5 o'clock is the brand new Big Evenings LA. And so with that, subscribe. 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. Recognize what your proudest family. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like the video. 2,000-3,000 likes. Every like helps. Don't forget to like the video. It helps in the algorithm ranking. Consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP, so you get all this big sum of money like Johnny did. And don't forget to sign up for those LA alerts, so you get alert when a new video goes live and any of the breaking news. Stay informed, stay focused. Have a beautiful day. Stay safe in Ida's path, I understand. And stay with LA for more.